Navy petty officer indicted in alleged murder for hire that killed woman and baby. Prosecutors said Leoda Bradshaw orchestrated the plot to kill Shyna Patterson, 27, and 10-month-old Shariah Part Partwell last month. Wow, what is going on, y'all? It said a U.S. Hold on, let me put this up here. A U.S. Navy petty officer has been arrested on accusations of orchestrating a murder for hire plot to kill a woman and her baby in Jamaica, connected to a member of the parliament whom she had relationship with. Oh my God. Leoda Vanessa Bradshaw, 34, was indicted last week in connection with the kidnapping and murder of Shyna Patterson, 27, and her 10-month-old daughter, Soraya. How could you do this? Bradshaw had a relationship and a child with Philly Partwell, a member of the parliament from Kingston East in Port Royal, and she considered him to be her spouse. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecution in Kingston said in a new release, prosecutors said that Soraya, that's the baby, was also Philip's daughter. Yeah, that was his daughter. Bradshaw visited Jamaica on September the 6th. Prosecutors said, and in an apparent act of vengeance, hatched a plan with 3 men to kidnap and kill Patterson and her kid. The 3 men were her cousin. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. The 3 men were her cousin, Roland, Richard, and Rashan. The plan include Bradshaw making a partial payment to the men, that what the prosecutor said. In conversation from September the 6th to the 9th, the men agreed under Bradshaw direction to kidnap the King Patterson and her daughter, the release said. Yeah, the baby's so beautiful. On September the 9th, the murder plot was carried out, prosecutors said. Bradshaw took Patterson and the baby from their home in Kingston in a tinted SUV and sequentially delivered them to men, including 2 of her co-conspirators in St. Andrews. What? The Crown further alleges that Miss Patterson and her daughter was foreseeably taken to the area in East Kingston and murdered by these said men who was armed with a firearm, prosecutors said. Jamaican Force Deputy Commissioner of Police Bailey said at the news conference that these babies was burned and disposed of after their killing. He called the case one of the most painful investigations the force has seen in recent time. Authority did not explicitly state a motive for the slaying. Bradshaw was indicted on 2 counts of conspiracy to kidnap, 2 counts of conspiracy to murder, 2 counts of kidnapping, and 2 counts of capital murder. Richard Brown was indicted on to murder, 2 counts of of kidnapping and 2 counts of murder, and Shane Miller and Roland were each indicted on 2 counts of accessory before the fact to kidnapping and 2 counts of accessory before the fact to murder. The indictment was offered before the Home Circuit Court last week. Bradshaw and Bayford appeared in the Home Circuit Court on October the 13th, are scheduled to return on December the 1st. NBC News has reached out to attorney for Bradshaw. It is not immediately clear who is representing Miller and Brown. Samuel, an attorney for Balfour, told NBC News that Balfour intends to plead not guilty, which would enter once trial begins. He said the attorney have not been given the full discovery in the case yet. What, y'all? A baby and a beautiful woman like y'all. What in the world? Where y'all getting these dudes from? This is sad. They got the matter is currently under investigated by Jamaican authority and Navy Criminal Investigative Service. The Navy said the last week has been very horrific for me. I have dealt with many things in my life, but the disappearance of my daughter and her mother is by far the most difficult thing I have ever had to navigate. I have spent most of my time since their disappearance in dialogue with the police and persons who I believe could assist in locating them. At this point, nothing has brought us closer to finding them. I am personally pleading with anyone who has any information, the slightest clue as to their whereabouts, to contact the police, a family member, or me. I am not concerned about addressing the various theories that have been circulating in its space. It is inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. The singular mission for which I have the energy to spare its safe return of my daughter and her mother. I am praying God keep them safe and leads us to find them before any harm comes their way. Again, if you know anything at all, please share it. Parwell shared a statement on Instagram Sunday saying, yeah, that's what she said. That anyone could murder a mother and an innocent baby is unimaginable. And my heart is heavy with sadness, he wrote. As a human being, being a father, a lawyer, and a legislator, I am holding that who were involved are brought to justice and punished to the fullest extent of the law. He did not acknowledge a relationship with Bradshaw and said he has cooperated fully in the investigation. Did y'all hear that? Wow. Are they serious? What can a beautiful baby do to you? The 3 men were her cousins, y'all. Roland, Richard, and Rasheen. They planned this, include Bradshaw. What? It's going. Now, Bradshaw had a relationship and a child with Philip. I know he didn't do this just to marry somebody else. And that's supposed to be her spouse, another. Chad, let me put that down and let y'all see this. Listen to this, y'all. I don't know what to say. I don't. I'm going to let y'all hear it for yourself.
Is in a Jamaican jail, accused of murder for hire scheme that left a mother and her 10-year-old dead. The case is also connected to a Jamaican member of parliament who, Jamie.
Yeah, that woman, the U.S. Navy. A family tonight is grieving this mother and her 10-year-old daughter, and it's this Miami woman, Leoda Bradshaw, who was accused of hiring hitmen to kill them in Jamaica.
Leoda Vanessa Bradshaw, 34 years old, petty officer in the U.S. Navy. She was charged with 2 counts of conspiracy to murder, 2 counts of conspiracy to kidnapping, 2 counts of kidnapping, 2 counts of murder.
Bradshaw is a U.S. Navy petty officer assigned to a talent acquisition team here in Miami. In a statement to NBC6, the Navy says it takes all allegations of misconduct seriously and is fully cooperating with appropriate investigative and law enforcement authorities. The matter is currently under investigation by Jamaican authorities and the Navy Criminal Investigative Service. This is Bradshaw walking out of a Jamaican courtroom after being charged. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecution in Jamaica alleges Bradshaw and her cousin hired 2 men to murder a child and her mother. The contracted men allegedly carried out the murder by shooting the victims, then burning them.
It is one of the most painful investigations for the team since recent times. However, the team of investigators continue to be professional and remain focused.
Jamaican officials identifying the child as the daughter of a member of parliament, Philip Paulwell. In a press release, prosecutors allege Bradshaw and Paulwell were in a relationship and Bradshaw considered Paulwell her spouse. He hasn't responded to our request for comment, but he did say this on social media, that anyone could murder a mother and an innocent baby is unimaginable, and my heart is heavy with sadness. I am praying for Shyna's family, who I know are experiencing the unbearable grief and pain of losing their beloved daughter and granddaughter. Bradshaw is expected to appear again in court in December. We reached out to her attorneys for a comment, but haven't heard back, although they have publicly denied the allegations. Reporting live in Miami, Jamie Garola, NBC6 News.
I hear it. Terrible. Horrific, y'all. How? Y'all tell me. Y'all, I respect y'all. Tell me what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.